This is Nita Ambani, the powerful matriarch of Asia's richest family. From the 27-story skyscraper that holds 168 cars, to the private Airbus that carried 25 zero plates of porcelain home from Sri Lanka, to the necklace that holds 863 carats of emeralds, this is a trillionaire life of Mukesh Ambani's wife. And it starts at home, the 27-story home. Nita Ambani is married to Mukesh Ambani. Mukesh runs Reliance Industries, the most valuable company in India. The family lives in a building called Antilia in South Mumbai. Antilia stands 27 stories tall and 173 meters high. The ceilings inside are so high that the building has the vertical scale of a 60-story skyscraper. The built-up area is more than 400 square feet, larger than the average shopping mall. Construction started in 2006 and finished in 2010. Reports place the cost at close to $2 billion. By 2023, the property was valued at around $4.6 billion. That is one home for one family, worth more than most listed Indian companies. The address is Altamount Road in Kumbla Hill. It sits on one of the most expensive postal codes in India. From the top floors, the family can see the Arabian Sea on one side and the Mumbai skyline on the other. From the street, the tower looms over the buildings around it like a vertical city. Nita Ambani picked the architects and shaped the design herself. She told them she wanted the inside to feel like the Mandarin Oriental Hotel in New York. The architects were Perkins and Will from Chicago. The interior firm was Hirsch Bedner Associates from Los Angeles. A Mumbai firm called Sterling Engineering Consultancy Services handled the structural engineering. The building is shaped around two symbols. The lotus is India's national flower. The sun stands for light and energy. These two motifs appear in crystal, marble, mother pearl, and rare wood all through the tower. The structure was built to survive a magnitude 8 earthquake. Mumbai sits in a seismic zone, so the engineers built Antilia to handle the strongest shake the city could face. The plot itself has a backstory. Before Antilia was built, the land held an orphanage called the Karampoi Ibrahim Khoja Yatim Khana. It was started in 1895 by a charity trust to educate poor Khoja children. The Ambanis bought the plot in 2002. The sale faced legal challenges and public interest litigation filing for years. Around 600 people work full-time at Antilia. That is the size of hotel staff. Cleaners, chefs, gardeners, security guards, fitness trainers, and engineers keep the place running 24 hours a day. The Ambanis live on the top 6 floors. Nita picked the highest floors so the family would get the best natural light, the best airflow, and the best views. Her personal gym, her spa, and her pool sit on the upper levels. Reports place the monthly maintenance bill at around 2.5 crore. That works out to close to 30 crore a year. The early power bills alone were reported at 70 lakh per month. The family held a housewarming in 2010, but did not move in fully until September 2011, after Vasta Pujas were done by priests. Inside Antilia, the family still calls themselves an ordinary one. In a sit-down with journalist Karen Thopper, Nita said, "I think I became more of a daughter than a daughter-in-law." Mukesh said the same thing about how they live inside the home. She told me, feels like my house. But the buildings outside tells another story. People who drive past Antilia stop to look up. 3 helipads sit on the roof. Hanging gardens spill across the floors like green curtains. The structure is taller than most buildings around it. Ratan Tata, the late head of the Tata Group, once spoke about Antilia and what it said about wealth in India. He pointed out that the home stood next to deep poverty. The slum of Dharavi, one of the largest in Asia, sits only a short drive away. The building has also seen problems. A small fire broke out on the 9th floor in 2017. Staff put it out before it spread. In 2021, a suspicious vehicle with explosives was found parked nearby. Police treated it as a security threat and started a full investigation. Nita Ambani has lived inside Antilia for over 14 years now. She runs a home the way a head of state runs a palace. Her schedule is packed. Her staff is large. Her decisions reach every floor. When she first married into the family in 1985, the Ambanis lived in a different place. The family had money, but not the kind of money they have now. Reliance was still building. Mukesh had just come back from Stanford. Nita was a schoolteacher earning $800 a month. The gold chain story comes from those early years. Nita went to a jeweler called Trillionaire's Bimji Jewelry and bought herself a gold chain for her first birthday after marriage. She showed it to Mukesh. He told her to take it back. Mukesh looked at me and said, "Nita, I don't think we can afford it." She returned the chain. 40 years on, Nita does not need to return anything. The walls around her now hold art she picked. The lights match her mood. The staff move through the home the way she trained them to. Almost every part of her life happens inside the 27 floors that she helped design. The home is just the first piece of her lifestyle. To see the rest, the tower has to be opened up floor by floor. The garage, the snow room, the ballroom, the temple, the cinema. Each one is a story of its own. Inside the tower, the garage takes up 6 or 7 floors of Antilia. It holds 168 cars. One full floor is set aside as a service station, with proper bays for washing, fixing, and detailing the family's fleet. Trained mechanics report for duty inside the building. The cars never have to leave to be serviced. The family's collection reads like a luxury auction catalog. The Ambanis own multiple Rolls-Royces, including Phantom variants and Cullinan SUVs. They own a rare Rolls-Royce Phantom drop-head coupe, which is one of the few convertible Phantoms on Indian roads. They own Bentley Bentegas, Continental Flying Spurs, and Molsons. Their Ferrari collection includes a 488 GTB, the 812 Superfast, the SF90 straight-ale hybrid supercar, and the new Ferrari Purisang SUV. They own Lamborghini Urus models and Aventadors. Mukesh has Z+ security, the highest civilian threat level in India, so the convoys are sorted carefully before every trip. When the family rolls to Mumbai, a chain of armored Maybachs, G63 SUVs, and Range Rovers crawls along the road in formation, bystanders stop to watch. The convoys hold up to a dozen vehicles at a time. The snow room sits somewhere in the middle of the tower. It is a single room with walls that release flakes of frozen mist that look and feel like real snow. The Mumbai heat can hit 35 to 40 degrees in summer, and the humidity sits at 80 to 90%. Inside the snow room, the temperature drops and the snow falls. The cinema seats 50 people. It is a private theater built into Antilia with projection equipment, premium reclining seating, and acoustics designed like a boutique movie hall. The family watches new releases here. They host private screenings for cricket teammates, business partners, and Bollywood friends. The ballroom takes up a full floor. Around 80% of the ceiling is covered in crystal chandeliers. A stage sits at one end. A projection screen folds down for events. Powder rooms, green rooms, and a kitchen size for hundreds of guests sit nearby. Silver staircases sweep in and out. Retractable doors hide displayed art. When the room is not in use, there are multiple swimming pools inside the building. Some sit on lower floors. At least one private pool sits on the family's upper level. A full spa and health center supports massages, treatments, and recovery work. A separate yoga studio and dance studio sit on different floors. Nita uses these every day. The hanging gardens are spread across several levels of the tower. They were designed to echo the ancient hanging gardens of Babylon. The gardens use hydroponics, which means the plants grow without soil and live on nutrient water. The greenery blocks sunlight from heating the building. It also lowers the cooling needs and helps the air quality. People walking past Antilia can see the green walls from the street. A private temple sits inside Antilia for the family's daily prayers. The Ambanis are religious. Nita and Mukesh both pray every morning. The temple has idols of Hindu gods, fresh flowers, oil lamps, and a priest who visits the lead pujas on special days. The 3 helipads sit on the roof. They were built for the family to fly in and out without dealing with Mumbai's traffic. But the helipads have never been fully cleared by the Indian government. The Directorate General of Civil Aviation, the Defense Ministry, and the Environment Ministry all have rules that the Ambanis have not yet cleared. So the helipads sit ready but largely unused. 9 high-speed elevators move people through the tower. The elevators run at hotel speeds and connect every level. There is also a salon for personal grooming. There is a dedicated ice cream parlor for desserts on demand. There are guest suites built like luxury hotel rooms with high-end furnishings. The top 6 floors are for Nita and Mukesh. The 27th floor sits at the very top. From here, Nita can see most of Mumbai. On clear mornings, the Arabian Sea stretches out for kilometers. Her personal gym sits on the upper floors. Her spa sits there too. Her swimming pool sits there. She trains 5 to 6 days a week. She does yoga, strength training, swimming, dance, and walking. She gets in 5 to 0 to 7 to 0 steps a day inside her own home. Her dance studio is one of her favorite places in the tower. Nita started training in Bharatanatyam at the age of 6. She still practices. And there you have it. The extraordinary life of Nita Ambani, the woman behind one of the world's wealthiest and most influential families. From her humble beginnings as a teacher and classical dancer to becoming a global philanthropist, business leader, and style icon, Nita Ambani's journey is nothing short of remarkable. She serves as a founder and chairperson of the Reliance Foundation, has played a major role in education, sports, and culture, and continues to shape a legacy that extends far beyond luxury and wealth. While the world often focuses on the Ambani family's billions, private jets, and the iconic Antilia mansion, Nita's story reminds us that influence isn't measured only by money. It's also measured by impact, vision, and leadership. If you enjoyed this inside look at the trillionaire lifestyle of Nita Ambani, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss our next deep dive into the lives of the world's richest families, billionaires, and royalty. What surprised you the most about Nita Ambani's lifestyle? Let us know in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.